guys, welcome back. Uh, Before we get started, I want to say thank you for your continued support of the channel and subscriptions. Uh, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Uh, with that, let's get into this. So, the Six Flags investor call on the 27th, a couple of days ago, had mentioned that they were going to concentrate on some of the smaller properties, and from the sounds of it, they might be letting go of some of the properties. They've already sold some of the, I think one of the land, uh, Virginia, I think. Can't think which one it was. Uh, Richmond, Virginia. Uh, they are concentrating on their, of course, their bigger market parks, which somewhat makes sense, but that's just my personal view. Of course, Frontier City sits in the 20th largest TV market, and of course, it is growing. Um, they cannot sell anything land-wise to on Frontier City's property. That has to be EPR properties to do that, and that doesn't even sound like they're even going to remotely do that. If they do sell the lease, that is, uh, to someone else, more than likely it's probably going to be back to Premier Parks. Now, I'll get to that in just a second. Um, I would be happy with that because Six Flags has not hardly done much to the park other than beautification and repair a little bit of this, repair some of that. They haven't really done much since this merger. They haven't really done much since Jim Reed Anderson left. Of course, with the exception of we were the first theme park to actually open up uh, during COVID. Um, with that, they wanted to try and see what they can do back then, but with everything else going on with other bigger properties, they had to concentrate on them. That's Six Flags, that is. Well, they have not added anything since 2018 and 2019, actually, which is Timbertown, which used to be called Paul Bunyan's Tiny Timbertown. So Jim Reed Anderson had asked the former GM, uh, you get two choices. Would you rather have a brand new thrill coaster or uh, redo the family section? Well, at that time, they decided to go ahead and do the family section because they thought they would bring in more from the families instead, which makes sense. Families would bring in more attendance and more money to the parks than actual one or two individuals coming in and just riding the roller coasters. That's just not enough money for the park to make money. So Premier Parks, back in 2018, when Six Flags was trying to purchase the lease from Premier Parks did not want to let Frontier City go, and we kind I, we kind of got the understanding now why. Uh, if you look at Premier Parks website. I'll put the link of theirs in the description below. Most of these Premier Parks executives are former Six Flags executives from the Jim Reed Anderson era. Uh, Premier Parks is based out of Oklahoma City. They know exactly what Frontier City needs. They know exactly where they stand. Uh, they are probably, I think the last email that I got was last year from Premier Parks, and they said that they would be, they would love to have it back, but it's up to Six Flags to sell the lease. That was the only email I ever received from them. Uh, they know about Okana, which is now opened, uh, which opened up almost 2 weeks ago now, about a week and a half ago. Uh, they know about the skyscraper, which I just released that video about that. Uh, they also know about American Heartland Theme Park, which the last email that I've received from them was it's only a delay. It will be built. Uh, they were waiting on the state to release those, what is it, $35 million infrastructure funding to the city of Veneta. That's still a set, tight, and wait before they can get that started. Uh, they know for a fact, Premier Parks, it is, knows that this park cannot run without adding a major thrill ride and or coaster, or in either inside the park itself or do the expansion process. Because Karen Burke, which used to be the original Six Flags CEO, uh, back in 2003 when Eruption opened up, Karen Burke and Gary Story at that time wanted to expand over in the expansion land, and I guess they must have had the funding to do so. Well, that never happened. Gary Story got sick, retired from the company, and the coastal wars were underway, and the company went to bankruptcy mode. That that's a wholly different world. So now they know exactly what they need to do. This is Premier Parks I'm talking about, and what needs to go in there. Six Flags is just, they're not Six Flags that we're used to. You know, a lot of people say that you're too small of a park and blah blah blah. Well, we understand we're too small of a park, but we're also in the 20th largest TV market, and it is growing. So with that, they're missing out on the opportunity. And once they do, Six Flags that is, once they sell this lease or leases, however many they're going to sell, uh, they're barely scraping the bottom of the barrel just to try and keep up with Disney and Universal. So there goes more of their attendance, and I'd be, like I said, I'd be tickle pink for to get out of Six Flags uh, and go over to probably Premier Parks because they want this park back so bad. So we'll just hope and I'm gonna hope and pray and see if that happens. As for bringing back uh, major events like um, Holiday in the Park or a Western Christmas or something like they had uh, when it was. I do know that when they cut it off, a lot of people would not go to Holiday in the Park because it was still COVID and it was ending, and people did not want to go and take a chance on it. But you also don't want to blame the employees either because it's not their fault that all this is basically taking place. Uh, I'm sure everybody would be tickled pink that the Christmas event or Holiday in the Park would come back, and that would help some, probably not all. But with that, I'm gonna go ahead and end this long video about this uh, selling of the lease if indeed it does happen. Uh, Thanks for watching. Uh, Thanks for your continued support of the channel. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys later. Take care.